McBride and welcome to part 3 of my watercolour abstract design set workshop. We're going to be doing some beautiful watercolour work with some fine line detail to create some abstract flowers. I really hope you guys enjoy it, so let's get started. Hi everyone and welcome to our abstract watercolours workshop. So I'm going to create some blueberries on here with a little bit of leaf detail. So I've already done my base coat. So I have done my one coat of Innocence from the Get Nailed by Lauren McBride core collection. Obviously if we were doing this on a client, we would have done our prep, our base coat and our one coat of Innocence, and then I have gone in with my Material Girl, again from Get Nailed by Lauren McBride, to give us that beautiful soft surface to be able to put our watercolours onto. So with my watercolours, I'm going to pop that nail to one side just for a second. I'm using the Winsor & Newton watercolours that come in a tube, and I've got my emerald, my ultramarine and my ivory. Now I've got my Chinese white. Okay, so we have got these three colours already laid down on our palette, and we are going to start mixing our colours. And to be quite honest, there's not a lot of colour to mix for this because it's pretty much the colour from the tube, so this is a nice and easy one. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to my blue. Okay. And then again, I'm going to add a little bit of water to my green. I'm going to add a little bit of blue to that just to darken it down ever so slightly. There we go. And then our white is going to be added to this green with a little bit of blue, just to create that lighter green colour. I'm actually going to add a little bit of my yellow hue, so I just want to make this green pop a little bit more. So I'm just going to clean off my brush, pick up my yellow and add it to my lighter green. You can see how that's changed the hue of that colour. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my green first of all, so my slightly darker green, and create a leaf here. If it's a little bit too wet, then go in and remove it with a dry brush. Okay, and I really like how it creates a natural highlight. Again, I'm going to come in here, create my leaf, and just carry that colour into itself, and then here as well another leaf. So I'm now going to go into that lighter green and layer this ever so slightly. So I just want to add a little bit more tone. I don't want it to be quite so flat, so going in, giving it a little wiggle. You can see how that's created a different tone within that leaf. And then because I want to soften it up ever so slightly, I'm just going in with a dry brush and removing that excess product. Okay, so I'm going to clean off my brush, go into my blue, and I'm going to put a little circle in there, another one next to it, and then a large one here, and a slightly smaller one there. And then it's always best to work in odd numbers, okay? It's much more pleasing to the eye. So I've done 3 leaves, 5 berries. So again, I'm just going to go in with my dry brush, remove that excess, and then bring it down. And then I'm going to go in to my blue and just move this around a little bit. There we go. And just darken down the areas that I want darkening down, like so, and leave that lighter area lighter. So again, I'm just going to soften that. And then that will be ready, once it has dried, to go in with our top coat. Okay, so this has now dried, and you can tell that because it's no longer shiny and we haven't got any pools of that wet. So I'm just going to go in with my Material Gel, which again is my matte top coat from Get Nailed by Lauren McBride, and I'm going to give that a full cover of matte, just to enable us to then go in with our painting gel to be able to do the detail work and the abstract work on there without disturbing any of that watercolour. And you can see how in those berries, by putting that darker element in there, you've got that really nice natural highlight and low light. So I'm just going to pop that in the lamp, and while that is in there cooking, I am going to grab my painting gel and I'm going to use a ultrafine brush to be able to go in and add the detail to this abstract design. So this painting gel that I'm using is a non-wipe shiny painting gel, okay? So it means that on top of this matte, we do not have to worry about then going back in and putting another layer of top coat or matte, whatever it may be, on top of there, because this has got its own shine to it, and against that matte it looks absolutely stunning. So I'm going to start off with my berries first. So I'm going to go around my berries. I'm just going to pop this down so that I can drag my brush through and create that really, really delicate outline. Okay, so don't try and do your circles in one. Break it down and make sure that you just marry them up each edge like so. And then I'm going to do this larger one. Again, letting your brush do the work and just bring that round. It doesn't matter if the line is slightly thicker. I think personally it does add to the effect of this abstract design if it's thicker in some areas and thinner in others. So I'm now just going to do a curly half circle to give us that divot that's within the berry. Okay, so again I'm just picking up a little bit more of my gel, again going round each of these berries and then adding in a little smiley face right at the top, and then coming in here again Doesn't matter if it's slightly thicker in some areas. And then putting in that little divot at the top. Okay, so now while I'm here, I'm going to do the outline and the detail of my leaf, but I don't want it to be perfectly outlined. I want it to have that inconsistency to give it that abstract effect. Okay, just giving my brush a little wiggle as I go up, just to give that leaf a little bit of movement. And then I am going to pop another leaf just in the white here. And then add a little bit of detail. So give it a little wiggle so that we've got that inconsistency within the line. Okay, you can see that there. And then bring that up, and then like so. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same for this one. So again, laying the brush down, letting your brush do the work for you. Giving it a little wiggle so you've got that inconsistency in there. I think it really does add to this effect. And then bring that out like so. And then the same on this one. And then just here, I'm going to create the white skeleton leaf that we created on the other side. Okay, so I'm now going to marry all of these up. So I'm going to bring that down into there. I'm going to put that into there. Put a little nodule on the bottom of my berry and then bring that down into that main stamen. Again, bring that in, and this one in, and that one in. Okay, and now I'm going to really taper this out and create a stalk, like so. And they're all going to overlap slightly and go here, there and everywhere, which is what we want. Like so. So that's now going to go in for a full cure, and it is going to keep that shine and have that really delicate watercolour underneath, and you can see how we create completely different looks by using our brush and just giving it that wiggle. And there you have it, another abstract berry floral design. So that completes part 3 of my abstract watercolour design set workshop. As always, I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure you click that like button, and if you want to see any future workshops, please make sure you click that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you all soon.